When I bought this lake, I knew droughts would come and go. That's exactly why I had secured a legal water refill agreement years before anyone else built their waterfront dream homes. The contract gave me one responsibility and one right. Whenever water levels became dangerous, I could authorize a controlled refill through the county's pumping system. The county inspector confirmed everything was ready. All that remained was a final authorization before the pumps could begin restoring the lake. That's when Linda Matthews appeared. As HOA president, she carried herself like she owned every road, dock, and shoreline in the neighborhood. She insisted the refill operation would ruin the neighborhood's landscaping and temporarily restrict boat access. Then she demanded that I cancel the refill immediately. Within hours, the HOA board voted to oppose the project. They believed community rules gave them enough authority to stop the refill before it even started. I didn't argue. Instead, I opened every contract permit and county record I collected over the last 15 years. Facts would speak louder than emotions. The drought wasn't waiting for anyone's opinion. While the HOA celebrated delaying the refill, the ground beneath their own waterfront homes was beginning to change in ways they couldn't yet see. The county engineer shook his head. Without access to the lake through the HOA controlled service road, the refill operation couldn't legally begin. Linda smiled, believing she had won. I looked across the shoreline without saying a word. They thought stopping the refill would punish me. But the drought wasn't choosing sides, and the first cracks were already creeping toward the very homes they were trying to protect. The next morning, I visited the county records office. If the HOA wanted to fight with paperwork, I planned to answer with documents they had never bothered to read. The records confirmed exactly what I already knew. The refill easement had been recorded decades before the neighborhood or the HOA had ever existed. Meanwhile, Linda assured every homeowner there was nothing to worry about. She insisted the HOA had complete authority to stop the refill project permanently. While the board celebrated, engineers noticed something far more serious. The dry ground was shifting faster than anyone had predicted, and fresh cracks were appearing near the shoreline. The engineer didn't blame anyone. He simply explained that prolonged drought could weaken shoreline soil, making nearby foundations increasingly vulnerable if conditions continued. By sunset, the damage could no longer be ignored. Homeowners stared at the growing cracks beneath their properties, while I realized the real consequences of delaying the lake refill had only just begun. The engineers marked every new fracture with bright paint. Each measurement confirmed the same troubling pattern. The shoreline was becoming unstable faster than anyone had expected. Linda tried to calm the neighborhood. She claimed the cracks were only cosmetic and insisted the HOA still had everything under control. The county's latest report painted a different picture. If the lake remained dangerously low, shoreline movement would continue, and nearby properties could face increasing structural stress. Every document led to the same conclusion. The refill system had been designed specifically to help protect the shoreline during severe drought conditions. For the first time, panic spread through the neighborhood. The damage was no longer hidden beneath the surface. It was visible from every backyard along the lake. The same neighbors who had supported the HOA only days earlier now wanted answers. They finally began asking whether stopping the refill had been a terrible mistake. For the first time, Linda looked uncertain. The confidence she had shown at every meeting was quickly disappearing as pressure from homeowners continued to grow. As the sun disappeared behind the hills, the neighborhood faced a difficult reality. The drought hadn't created the conflict, but delaying the solution had made the consequences impossible to ignore. At the emergency county meeting, every report pointed to the same conclusion. The refill system had never been the problem. It had been designed to help stabilize the lake during extreme drought. The homeowners listened carefully as the facts came out. Many realized they had trusted assumptions instead of the legal agreements that had protected the lake for years. Once access was restored, the county authorized the refill operation. The pumps finally came to life, sending fresh water back toward the lake exactly as the original system had been designed to do. Over the following days, the shoreline slowly began recovering. The returning water brought relief to the community and reminded everyone why careful planning had mattered in the first place. I never wanted anyone to lose their home. I simply wanted the agreements to be respected before small decisions became much larger problems. That experience taught the entire neighborhood an unforgettable lesson. Rules are important, but facts, preparation, and respecting legal agreements will always stand the test of time. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible HOA stories every week. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Where are you watching from? Let us know in the comments below.